Hello everyone, my name is Adam and welcome back to pliplop. Alright, you saw the title, you know why you're here. We are back with more Choosing Beggars content, of course. Before we do jump in, if you're new here or have been around for a little while and just haven't subscribed yet, please consider it. It helps out more than you know. Alright, let's get started. By any chance, do you have $10 I can borrow until next Wednesday? And I'll pay you back $15. Yeah, sure, I can send Interact. What's your email? Just pay back 10. Can you send a blank email? He needs it for gas for work, and he said, or can you do 20 so he makes sure he has enough until I get money next week? It's blank@icloud.com. Thank you. Can you let me know when you send it so I can message him and let him know? Okay, I sent $20. It says he has auto deposit, so it should go through soon. Okay, I'll let him know, thank you. He wanted me to ask you for $30 because his car's a gas guzzler, but I didn't know if you could send that much. I kind of wish this just kept going, ultimately leading us to asking for like $1,200 by the end of it. Well, what a disappointment the fun day was at the welfare. Loads of kids there and nothing much for them. The glitter tattoos, which we waited for an hour to get, well done ladies, yous were the star of the day coping with all the kids, and few little pets were the only thing of interest. Goodie bags were gone by 1 p.m. Always lots going on for older people in this town, never for the kids, and we wonder why they get up to mischief. NLC were given a Jubilee fund for the town, apparently. And then we have a comment response. When someone's complaining, it's them caring aloud, right? I used to run kids events. I always tap these parents with, wow, thank you for your feedback. We could use someone like you on our planning committee, volunteer event staff, etc. to make complaint better. I'll add you to our mailing list, thanks. And most of the time, they did actually show up and help. So yeah, as much as we could probably dig into this Choosing Beggar post, this person that wrote this comment here is actually very true, because obviously this person is very, let's say, passionate and took the time to write this, but could also be directing that energy towards planning a new event or adding more things to do for the kids to the event and stuff like that. So kind of a little silver lining to this, I guess. Is this item still available? Yes. Are you in blank? Yes. Can you help a low-paid, 100% disabled veteran out with a good deal? I have $150 cash with your name on it. Or a brand new Zotac Extreme Amped Edition 1070. You don't entertain offers? Just because you didn't respond, I don't want to buy shit from you now. So much like there are stages of grief, there are stages of bartering. Oftentimes we'll see a completely lowball price being thrown out. Then we'll see a completely random item being offered in exchange. Then, when neither of those are met, we'll receive anger, threats, and curses. Alright, we have a Reddit post here. Let's see what this is about. If you're doing it for free, make sure you do it perfectly. I met a lot of choosing beggars in my life, but this is the first time I've really been shocked by the behavior. My next door neighbor is an elderly woman. She rarely leaves the house, usually to just sit in her car and listen to the radio. The pastor's family on the other side of her do most of the outdoors work for her, like taking the trash to the curb, raking leaves, and for the purposes of this story, mowing her lawn. Today, as I was mowing and cleaning up my own yard, I noticed that there were patches of tall grass and weeds that had been missing in hers. Well, apparently, she did too, because she stormed out and started cursing, and not quite yelling, but talking loud enough that I was able to hear her over my mower. Knowing the answer, but being a consummate pot stirrer, I asked if she actually paid someone to do such a terrible job on her lawn. To my surprise, she just glared at me and walked back into her house. Oh well, it's not like I was going to offer to fix it for free. And yes, I am definitely the asshole in this story as well. Yeah, this is kind of one of those paradigms where she's probably so used to the work being done for her that she doesn't even take a moment to be grateful and then criticizes it if it's not 100% perfect. That's probably what we're seeing here. And then we get down to another comment. I have a neighbor like that. I assume they mean like that. She will come out of her house yelling orders at people. Around the time we first moved in, we had not met her yet. The neighborhood's power went out. My husband hooked up our generator to our house. She noticed the lights, came to our house and says to my husband with her phone in her hand, "Charge my phone." No introduction, no nothing. The neighbor on the other side of her mows her lawn. There is no limit to what she will demand from you. From lawn mowing to looking at her car, my husband is a mechanic. You also have to make sure the kids stay out of her lawn because she will scream at them. The kicker is her daughter lives in the same neighborhood with her husband, but does nothing for her, and I often question why she's not demanding her daughter or daughter's husband to do it. I don't have patience for her because she is mean and demanding. I don't understand why my husband and my other neighbors put up with her or do anything for her. Yeah, I feel like this is a pretty common scenario, and it's interesting to think about. I think it's a mix of, even though the elderly person could be mean or demanding, we still have some maybe level of respect for them and want to help them out, or maybe it's a level of pity and want to help them out. But I feel like this happens really anywhere. I don't think it's just one specific culture. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Sounds good. 345 ETA. I would appreciate a refund of the $25. I did not see the dimensions, and it really should read petite, cute, or small so people know. At minimum, put a note in there to ensure they read your dimensions. Elegant side tables are not typically looked at being half the size of a normal side table. That was 2.5 hours of driving. I'm sorry this didn't work out. I clearly put the dimensions of the tables in the description of my post. That is the most accurate way to communicate their size. I cannot control whether or not you read the description or how long you had to drive. Hold deposits are non-refundable because I took the item off the market to give you preference over other interested buyers. And as your indication of commitment to the transaction, I hope you're able to find something else that works for your space. Your response is pretty telling of the type of person you are. You can just tell by the way that these messages are constructed that these tables or side tables or whatever, they could have been the perfect dimension, the ideal table for their living space, and they still would have asked for the $25 refund. In search of a preteen willing to come to my house and teach my 5, 6, and 7-year-old. I work out of my home and feel they do well when they stay in a routine throughout the summer, and it helps with keeping them tame in order for me to work. I'm thinking somewhere around $50 per week to come from about 9 to 3. In the past, we've done an hour of reading and writing, an hour of math, and an hour of science. I also have recess and lunch and free time. If you have a preteen who might want to take on the challenge, shoot me a message. Oh good, I was hoping there was comments. You want a preteen to help teach and watch 3 kids 6 hours a day and only make $50 a week? That's a huge ask of a young person in their own summertime as well. Courtney, that's exactly what I was thinking. Hello, hopefully she reads this and corrects the errors. Courtney, I'm open to anyone. I'm struggling to keep a business above water and money coming in. I just thought I'd start somewhere. I wasn't really clear either. I was thinking like 2 or 3 days a week, not the whole week. Honey, get them kids a routine and loving authoritative structure and have them stick to it. Don't waste pocket change on children almost their age. My son's 7 and I help blah, blah, blah. You want to pay someone underage $1.67 an hour to drive to your house and teach your kids? Shout out to them for doing the math for us. Is this a joke? $50 a day? I think this person might be confused because it's actually $50 a week. But then they say, you get 18 summers with your babies. Perspective. They will never get to be kids again. I'm thinking Amber blank forgot a 0. Your pay is correct for the 1950s. If this person shows up, I would question their motive. Very true. A preteen for young, impressionable children. Sorry, 15 at best, so they have life-saving and some accountability referral. Raising kids goes along with having kids. It's not wise to put them in the care of a preteen. Discipline goes a long way in helping children understand what is expected of them while you're working from home. Girl, no one is going to allow their child to be used like that. You want a babysitter/tutor combo for how much? Well, shout out to the comment section. They really pretty much hit every nail on the head there. This is egregiously low. For not only babysitting, basically, but also tutoring children for $50 a week. Absolutely insane. We were kind of overdue for one of these, though, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Alright, well, I think we'll end it there, so thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like or just letting us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as I said earlier, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. It really, really helps out. Thanks again for sticking around, and we'll see you in the next one.